Hey everyone, it's Amy, and today I'm going to be following some Pinterest pictorials for nail art. So for the purpose of this video, I am going to be using some practice fingers that I have as well as some tips. And the first one we're going to start off with is this sunset scene. And so for the three colors I'm going to blend together, I'm going to be using Madame Glam's Light Lilac. This is going to go at the very top of the ombre. Next, we're going to go into Madame Glam's Coral Flirt. This is going to go in the middle of the ombre. And then we're going to go into Madame Glam's Mimosa, which is going to be at the bottom of the ombre. So we're doing a purple into a pink into a yellow. Once I have the colors placed down, I take a detailing brush and I blend them together. The first coat does not have to be perfect because the second coat is definitely where the majority of the design is going to be, but definitely try to blend it as best as you can. And I know for me, I struggle with blending gel quite a bit and getting that good ombre. So I think this was a really good practice for me to just figure out how I like to do it. And so once that first layer is blended how I like it, I go ahead and give that a full cure. Then I go in with a second coat. Again, I kind of place down each color in its section and then blend together. So once my ombre is done and cured the way I like it, I'm going to go in with a matte top coat. Today I'll be using Gelish Matte Top It Off. And this is just going to help to smooth everything out for the design. Here I'm showing you my palette. I'm working with Madame Glam's Perfect White as well as Mimosa. And then I show the design again, just show you the step I'm on. So we're going to go in and do the moon. I don't know if this is a moon or a sun, but I think it's a moon because the sun sets and the moon's like coming out. Yes, no, I don't know. I'm going to call it a moon, but I place down a white circle. Then I swirl in some yellow that I've mixed with white, so it's a little bit of a lighter yellow. And I swirl that in to kind of give it the dimension and texture of the moon. And once that is cured, then we're going to go in with some more white and kind of fade out the lines of the moon a little bit. The one thing about these pictorials is it's nice that it gives you a little bit of a breakdown of how to do the design, but it doesn't actually show you how they did the blending of the ombre or how they did the dispersion of the white around the moon. Like, they don't show that, so I'm still guessing halfway, but at least I have a little bit of a breakdown of how to do the design. So now that that is cured, we're going to go in and do the black part of the design. I do take off the tacky layer as well before I go in and do the black. So we're going to use Madame Glam's Perfect Black. We're going to create like the edge, the base of the grass, and then we're going to go in and kind of feather it out and create some longer pieces of grass as well. And so I just go in and I follow kind of where on the design they have the grass placed. And I just feather out all the little grasses and the little stalks. I don't know what they're actually called, but the little stalks of grass. And then also I do want to note that in this design, we are covering up the majority of the ombre. So in designs like this, the ombre doesn't have to be perfect because the detailed portion of the design covers it up anyways. And once the grass is all cured, I go back in with that matte top coat because in the picture it does look like they did matte. And I give that a good cure and take off the tacky layer. And here is how the design came out. I actually think it came out really cute, the silhouette of the grass and the ombre. I think I would have done the placement of the ombre a little bit differently. I think there is too much purple at the top. I probably could have done that a little bit differently, but overall I was very pleased with how the design came out. So what do you guys think of how it came out versus the design? I also want to note that I did more of a coffin shape, so my tip was more narrow versus the design in the picture was a wider tip. So, but that's something you deal with on clients, is some people have wider nails or they want a different shape for their nails. You're going to have to adjust the design to the nail as well. And moving on to the second design, we're going to do this diamond. I'm going to use Madame Glam's Angel Wings. I do 2 coats of this, and then I'd go in with a coat of the matte Top It Off. So I do that off camera. So here it is showing the pink all set and ready to go for the background. So we're going to go in and draw the diamond. I will be using Madame Glam's Seafoam for the diamond. And once the diamond is cured, I go in and add some flakes. So I have Light Elegance's I Wet My Plants from their recent spring collection, and it has these little flaky bits in it. So I decided to use this one because it has that blue tint to it as well, so it kind of went. So I just kind of scrape some flakes off the lid and place them into the diamond and cure that. Then I go in with a layer of matte top coat just to help to smooth it out, because the flakes are a little bit bumpy, so you do want to smooth that out as best as you can before you go in with the rest of the design. But for the details of the diamond, we're going to go in with Madame Glam's Perfect Black. And I'm just going to outline the diamond and give it the diamond its shape. I do want to say I was using this brush. This is not the brush I normally use for nail designs, and this brush was giving me such trouble. I don't know why I didn't just switch to my regular brush that I use. That's why the lines are a little bit janky. I tell you, good brushes are key to nail art. It makes a difference. And now for the highlights of the diamonds, we're going to use Madame Glam's Perfect Black. And just go in, and actually in the parts that the black is a little bit too thick, I'm going to highlight over it with the white anyways, and it kind of thins it out a little bit. Then I do my final layer of top coat, and it is all done. So this is how the diamond turned out. I think it came out pretty good. Again, my lines could have been a little bit more precise, and that would have helped if I had used a better brush for that. But overall, I think it came out pretty cute. Definitely the diamond that they did on their nail was a lot bigger. And I could have gotten it a little bit bigger with this nail, but again, this nail tip is skinnier than the one that they used, so I did have to scale it down. And since I scaled it down, you don't see like the shards of the flakes underneath as much as you would have if it was bigger. I don't know, I think it came out pretty cute as well, and you guys let me know down below what you think of how my designs came out versus the tutorial, and what you guys think about these pictorials that you find on Instagram and on Pinterest. And leave this video a thumbs up if you want to see me do more of these in the future. I do have more saved on my Pinterest, but just let me know. Give it a thumbs up if you want to see more. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye!